Hi y'all, it's Annelies. Happy Monday, because it is Monday morning, also the beginning of the second week of my residency at Shakespeare's Globe for my master's program at East 15. And it was a really good first week, so I thought it would be fun to take y'all along with me as much as I can, as much as it's not awkward or inappropriate, you know what I mean. Like, I can't film classes, obviously, but I will try to take y'all along with me as much as I can for a week in my life as a master's student training at the Globe. So what's really great about this Globe residency is most of our classes don't start until like the afternoon. So today I don't start till 2:15. Tomorrow's a little bit earlier at 11:30 a.m. So I have the morning, one, to sleep in because I needed it. But secondly, to just do some like work. So I've got my notebook here that is specifically for the Globe. I've putting every note or work I've been doing goes in here. I've got my script, and then I've got my iPad, and then I've got my computer and all the magic that it has. I was just gonna get started on a little bit of work, clean up my room a little bit too, but to just break down what today our schedule is going to be like. We've got a full company lecture for an hour at 2:15. Then at 3:45, I've got my first voice class. Then at 6:45, so we get about an hour lunch break, I've got acting with my director, where we'll be partially on the Globe stage, which is so cool. I've never been that actor that was like, oh, I've dreamed for my whole life to be on the Globe stage. But like, now that I'm here, I'm like, I don't want to leave. Some rehearsals we have in like studios, and some of them we have like half studio, half stage. And when they're on the stage, it is just, it's awesome. So that's what the schedule is for today. And who knows what the rest of this video is going to be like, but just enjoy the ride. Okay, so I was working on like one text thing. I just wanted to give myself the playground to do it within my journal. Over the last 3 weeks at school, like before coming to the Globe, so not last week, but prior to that 3 weeks, we were doing a ton of different Shakespeare workshops and with different people who we've either worked at the Globe, directed at the Globe, did Royal Shakespeare Company, just know a lot about Shakespeare, have a lot of experience in it. And we just got different perspective from everybody on like ways to approach text and got a lot of tools. There are some that like definitely work for me, like this thing called the vertical monologue. So this is just part one of it, but you just write down every word your character says with no punctuation. So it's like I did that and I know that really works for me, and that's just part one of it. But then there's a couple of other things that I just kind of like taking the operative words and writing the definitions to them, or doing a text skeleton where you write your lines and then you take out the words that are unnecessary. If you needed to, like, the way I think about it is like, if you needed to speak like a caveman and get the point of the line across, what words would you cut? And that kind of helps you know like what words are actually the important ones. So I'm just trying it. I'm just giving myself the canvas to do that. But I think I'm actually, because it's 11 right now and I need to leave at I need to leave my house at 12, sorta, kinda, definitely. I think I'm going to edit for a little bit, because although we are at the Globe, we still have our lives. Oh, you know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna pack my bag. I've done this so many times where I don't have my bag packed, and then it's like time for me to leave, and I'm like rushing, throwing everything into my bag. So I'm gonna actually pack my bag. That's a better idea. Stop the presses, I got a letter from home. Oh, wear some green and have some fun. Make this day a happy one. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Love you, Mom. Oh, that's so cute. You know how I mentioned I was gonna edit for a little bit, probably make myself something to eat, and then head out, and I didn't have to leave till noon? Well, I left about 30 minutes earlier than I was originally going to, because sometimes I get like, at the prospect of me having to leave soon, I get like anxious of knowing how much time is left. It doesn't happen all the time, but then I'm like, oh, I only have 20 minutes or I only have 40 minutes or whatever. I should just leave now and get there early, and then I can work while I'm there. I hate being late, and I don't know. So I just decided to pack up all of my stuff, and I have my iPad with me. I'm not bringing my computer today because I need at least a couple of days where I'm not carrying around like 20 pounds worth of crap, but I'm just gonna get there early, you know, make bad decisions like going to McDonald's and then just like chill, because it's also, don't know if you can tell, such a beautiful day right now. It's 12:30, which means it took just about an hour to get from my house, like leaving my house, to St. Paul's. So I've got like an hour and a half now until, almost a little bit more than that. But I'm like 15 minutes away from the Globe right now, so I'm really close. So I don't have to like. I've got plenty of time, is what I'm saying. I just gotta walk by this like every day. The cherry blossoms are in bloom. I think they're cherry blossoms. It's just so gorgeous. I love it. McDonald's has been secured. And it was sprinkling for like a minute. So I was getting a little bit nervous. But it's not sprinkling anymore. So hopefully it stays that way. So this is the little area that's now become like my spot. This is where I filmed, if this video ever sees the light of day, my Apple event recap. And that's the view. It's 11:06 and I am finally home. I look really rough and I'm gonna blame the wind and everything. I feel fine. I'm just a little tired, but I feel okay. My dinner is going to consist of apples and Biscoff spread. There were a lot of people who walked home with me today. Normally not the entire course gets out at the same time. And normally I'm like, there's a long stretch that I walk home by myself. So I was going to update you a little bit, but there were a lot more people and I wasn't entirely ready to be like, hey guys, I'm vlogging. Today was a really good day. We got to meet the voice tutor because my group for some reason didn't have him last week, and he's fantastic. Tomorrow I'm going to ask him what voice practice he works within, because he didn't really say. He just asked us like, oh, have you done Linklater? Have you done Fitzmaurice? Which we do not like Fitzmaurice in this house. Then he was like, oh, okay, it's just, interesting, so I know where you guys are coming from and like what you've been learning so far. But then he didn't say like what he's really rooted in. I really liked his approach. We got to go on the Globe stage, and during our voice class, it was like half the class was in studio talking about like warm-ups and like a vocal progression thing, and then the other half we got to do on the stage doing exercises, which was really cool and really helpful. And then when we had acting later with our director, we ran through blocking some of like the bigger showy scenes, so it was nice to kind of put those together. And the voice tutor was there, and he got to kind of watch stuff, and I'm glad that I got to do like my opening monologue, because I was able to kind of go up to him afterward and ask some questions, and he was really just like open and like really great to talk to. So he gave me some things to think about that I'm going to try to mull over. Tomorrow is an earlier morning because we are going to talk tickets, I guess, in the morning. So it'll be an early morning and a late day. If I'm not mistaken, we're also there till 9:15 tomorrow. Oh, yeah, 11:30 to 9:15. Today was only 2:15 and 9:45, but tomorrow will be a longer day, I believe. Just gonna watch some YouTube videos and then go to bed. It's a lot, but it's good stuff. Okay, see you tomorrow. Good morning, world, and to all who inhabit it. It is Tuesday, day 2, and today's schedule looks like a short meeting at 11:30 to talk about tickets, because it's not a open show. I think everybody gets like 4 tickets, but we're gonna find out today. So that's from 11:30 to 11:45. Then at 11:45 we have full company singing, so all of the MFA, MA internationals, so all of us, and that's for I think an hour. And then at 2:15 we have movement, and then at 6:15 to 9:15 we have acting. So I don't know if we're on the Globe stage again tonight, but it will be a very eventful day, because today is also the last day that we're doing text breakdown work in acting, because we have literally, I think it's 2 pages left. And I know this because I'm on one of those 2 pages. So once we get through that, we're probably gonna like run through the show, get some like blocking stuff in there. So we've already been doing a little bit of blocking, but like I think blocking really starts today. So it's exciting. It is 9:16. I'm leaving a little bit early just so that way I don't have to rush. And to the tube I go. Oh my gosh, this is hurting my arm so bad. How do people vlog with big cameras? This is just a nice on 13 Pro. Oh. Good morning, Paul. I hope you're well. Okay, it's way more chill up here than it was yesterday. There were like so many school kids here yesterday. But there she is. There's a Starbucks right across the street from the main entrance, and I'm here an hour early, so I'm just gonna go do some work. I'm gonna try to get some editing done before the day gets started. Just finished movement. And it went well, but it's very hot in that room, and the windows aren't open. Say hello.
Hi.
We're getting lunch at Nando's with the friends. How's your day been? Has it been good?
Oh yeah, it's been good.
Yay.
Oh my George.
We're at Nando's, and we've got an hour lunch.
Yes.
And then I have acting from 5 to 9:15. I don't know if we'll... Oh, yes. Thank you.
Awkward.
Awkward. Oh my god, am I right? Am I right, ladies?
Yikes.
Walking to the tube. So it's 10:45. I am on my way home, and man oh man, what a day. It was a long one, and I'm so grateful that I don't have to be at school till 2 tomorrow, which, I mean, that still means I have to leave at like 12:30, but I just have 1 class, and then I've got really my whole day. I have a Jeans bar appointment tomorrow for my computer, but that's besides the point. Today was great. Our rehearsal that we had at the end of the day, we are in a studio space that is designed to be as close of a replica, like it's probably the biggest studio space that they have, at least on that neck of the woods where we're at, it's the biggest one that we've seen. And they have like pillars in there that are mock-ups of the pillars that are on the stage, so that way, like, spacing wise and interacting and like knowing what you have to play with. So we had that space for 4 hours tonight, we had it for 4 hours, yeah. And we got to go through the rest of the text work, and then we start kind of like blocking all the way up until my first entrance. So we didn't get like super far in regards to through the showness. However, we got through like really big entrances, so that was great to block, and I was able to use the time to like work on some work for me when I wasn't on stage, But otherwise, like with this being the first night that we were really like blocking, it was so great working with our director because he's just like my style of director, and I just enjoy working with him so much. So it was really cool. Tomorrow's already Wednesday. What? Hi, this part of the vlog is coming from my iPad because I'm actually using my phone right now to work on lines, which it's been a short day today. All we had was text for 2 hours, and then I just had some stuff that I needed to do, and so yeah, I got home kind of late just because of the busyness with the tube, but now I'm just refreshing my lines just to make sure I have them, and I'm like kind of like really jazzed right now because I knew I had my first 2/3 scenes down. I have all these like tabs up here. The smaller ones are for when I'm on stage, but I don't say anything in the scene. Like they added in blocking to where I'm now, you know, being, I don't want to say stage filler, but stage filler. So that's what those ones are. And then the big ones are like my actual scenes where I have like words that I say. And so I thought for sure I had like my first 2 down, but the second one's, it's one scene, but it's like with many pages in between when I speak, so I'm considering it too. I wasn't sure if I had it memorized. And then I was just kind of like standing here. This is what I do. I was just like doing arm workouts. I said my monologue just kind of off the top of my head, and I went, wait a second. I think that was right. So I pulled out my script. I was just kind of like saying my lines, and I checked it, and I had it right. And so I use this app called Offbook. There we go. An app called Offbook where you can record different plays, you can record different lines, and then you can do a rehearsal with them. So these are all of my voice recordings, but I've set my character to be obviously Jaques, and it mutes my line. And so when I'm playing it, this is what it sounds like.
Go seek him. Tell him I would speak with him. He saves my labor by his own approach. Why, how now, monsieur? What a life is this, that your poor friends must woo your company? What, you look merrily.
A fool, I met a fool in the forest. As I do live by food, I met a fool.
What fool is this?
Oh, worthy fool, one that hath been a courtier. Oh, that I were a fool. I'm ambitious for a motley coat. Obviously, this is not how I would do my lines on stage. And I got a little camera shy there for a second. But like, so I'm doing my lines. I'm just like, boop-a-doop-a-doo. And I just went through all of my lines. And, okay, confidently, I think there's a little struggling, but I'm entirely off book. Like I said, I knew I was off book for like some of the big stuff, but I just didn't realize. I mean, almost all of Saturday I worked on lines. Like I'd say half of Saturday I worked on lines. Yeah, I know I had D&D in the evening. I just didn't realize how much I knew. I was doubting myself and how much I knew. And I know way more than I thought I did. Look at me. I feel so great about myself. I feel so great about myself. And I got a stapler, and now my book reads like a book. I'm feeling great. And then tomorrow we have rehearsal, just rehearsal. So we're going to be doing more blocking. I'm so stoked. I'm just so stoked with myself. I'm just really jazzed because I was like the most nervous about knowing my lines for being at the Globe. The fact that I'm already off book, like this was my biggest fear. And now that's not a fear anymore. So I'm jazzed. So stoked. Happy Thursday. Only 2 days left of this week. If there's anything I would want to emphasize about the Globe residency is that there is no consistency with the schedule. The only thing that you'll know is that almost every day you'll be there till like 9 or 10, and there's like some anomalies in there. And typically you don't start until the earliest as of 2. But then, like yesterday I got out at 4, today I'm starting at 6, so it's really like all over the map. But what's nice about that is that 1, it kind of keeps you on your toes, but 2, then you can find little pockets of your day to do things in. Like I'm meeting up with 2 of my friends right now so we can go walk in the forest. And I haven't been to Epping Forest yet. And then also to like, our show is set in a forest, so trying to like character vibe things, but how nice. I would not have been able to do that with my regular schedule. I'm jazzed. Happy Friday. Today is another late start day. It is just 5:15 to 9:15 and it's just rehearsal, which is great. Rehearsal went awesome last night and we got so much done, and it's crazy because we put on the show in like 12 sessions of rehearsal, but last night was session like 6 or 7 and we just got to like really blocking. Sort of. Like the night prior and last night were like our first real blocking nights. And then the 12th session is our dress rehearsal. So it's really way less than that. And some sessions are only 2 hours, some sessions are 4 hours. So it's just wild. But we're getting so much done. It's a really great time. And I'm excited for tonight. But I have... Oh, and then I don't think I said this yesterday. Our play takes place in a forest. That's why we went to the forest, to kind of like feel the forest vibes. It was a really good time. But like I said, I don't have to be at the Globe till 5:15. It is 10 a.m. I don't have to leave here till 3:15. So I've got like 5-ish hours. Got up a little bit early and just did some like cleaning, showered, cleaning up my desk area and all that stuff. So now I'm just gonna like edit or something. Oh, and then you know how I was super stoked the other day about how I knew my lines? So we went over scenes where I knew my lines and I still knew my lines. It was the moment I had been waiting for to go up there without my script, and it went great. And it was just awesome because, like I said, it was the thing that was giving me the most anxiety, and the fact that I didn't even have to worry about it because I already did the work. Like, I just didn't have faith in myself is what it comes down to. Okay. I'm gonna work. Oh, and the fact that I get to eat lunch at home again, like, don't get me wrong, I love Nando's, but I don't love spending Nando's money, so. Good morning, Baltimore. Oh, good Lord. It is 7:59. By the grace of the universe, I'm not running late because the girl woke up at 7:30. And guess what time I wanted to leave? If you guessed 7:30, that was correct. I don't have to leave till 8, and I actually left a little bit before 8. But I think I was just worried about the tube strikes and not, like, I think the tube strike only happens in the evening. So I think I'm fine. But I'm moving and grooving. I was still able to take a shower and, you know, dress. I'm actually in a really cute outfit today, but it's so tough being somewhere that we're having to go somewhere. Like, normally I have to include about 30-40 minutes of travel. Here I have to include 2 hours of travel, so I can't just anyway, my brain was not in the right spot, and so I said I forgot that 10 a.m. meant leaving, not getting up, leaving 8 a.m. It's all good. I have a nice cold Red Bull in my bag. And I showered, but honestly, I like to put on, and my teeth are brushed. And I'm on time. Nobody's out here. This place is always popping. It also is 9 a.m. on a Saturday, so like, fair. Oh, the St. Paul's gate is open. We're gonna take a shortcut that makes us go through St. Paul's. I had to slow myself down for a second. I'm an hour early. It's gonna take me 15 minutes to get there. Chill out. Enjoy the view. Wow. Try to enjoy the view while I can, because it just gets really overwhelming thinking about that I get to see every day. That's so overwhelming. Literally sobbing in front of St. Paul's. I just sat there for like 5 minutes and cried. It's fine. It is high key terrible. Hello and happy Sunday. Today has been wildly uneventful, and that is fantastic because your girl is zonked. Obviously, I didn't have anything going on today because we need at least one day of rest. And this day of rest, I originally had some plans that I ended up canceling because, like I said before, your girl's a grad student. She's training at the Globe, but she's also a YouTuber. So I had a lot of editing to get done and just chilling out to do, and I could tell that my body needed the rest, especially after yesterday, because yesterday I went out with my friend and his boyfriend, and we went and got lunch, and I didn't end up getting home till super late. And so that was a long day, a lot of walking, early morning. Like I said, got up late, so it was nice to have like a chill day. And when I was on my way home yesterday, I stopped at a charity shop and I got this jacket, so I'm taking it out right now because I'm gonna go meet up with that same friend friend and have dinner with him. And I was literally thinking about earlier how I hadn't left the house, and it would be nice to like leave the house at least for a little bit of time to say I breathed the fresh air aside from what was outside my window. So I'm on my way to the tube now to do that, and then we'll have a short little evening. I'll go home and get back to work and start the week all over tomorrow. It is 10:55 at night on Monday the 21st, which has made it a full week since I started this vlog of my week training at Shakespeare's Globe for my MFA in acting at East 15 Acting School. And I was just watching the footage back of like how great the first week was and how I started this vlog, and last week was awesome. I thought it would be fitting to end it on today, but this is our last week, and even though I'm stopping this video here, I'm going to continue to document the rest of this week. If it's just going to end up being for me, that's fine, but if you want to see what this last week, this performance week is like, leave a comment down below and like let me know, because I would totally love to share that. This was the first like week in my life vlog that I've ever done, and it was actually really fun to do. I hope this vlog gave you at least a little bit of an insight to my life of seeing the schedule and the travel and all the things and getting the little recaps here and there. I hope this video was educational to those of you who were looking to sort of gain some insight from this journey, and entertaining for everybody at the very least, and enjoyable to watch. That's what I always try to make any of my videos. So just to do like a little end cap recap, week 2 was awesome because we got to really get into things more with character and rehearsals, and it felt like week 1 was a little bit of like a getting to know everybody. We had up until like the last day of week 1, we were still meeting new like tutors and professors and educators and stuff, and then this week it's like we had already met everybody. We were getting more in depth with what we were doing, especially when it came to rehearsals, and just feeling more and more comfortable, not only of the routine or lack thereof, but also the space. Feeling comfortable at the Globe is like such a cool thing to say, that I can say I feel comfortable on the Globe stage. It feels like home, and not in a cheesy way. Like, I legitimately just like, oh yeah, it's just the Globe stage. Like, it's like, I'm so lucky to say that. How insane is that? So yeah, that's wild. But this was a really great week, and I just started having more and more confidence in myself as a performer, and trusting my instincts, and trying new things, and also learning new things too, and different ways to relax my body, especially in the world of voice, is something that I've always struggled with. Is not necessarily, I feel like, a fair term, but I feel like I have not had the realm of voice always available to me as I have other things like acting or movement or physical body things. It was really nice over this last week, over week number 2, being able to kind of like not only explore that more, but feel like it was more available to me, which was really awesome. For all of my tech enthusiasts of this channel, because of course this channel is me and tech and all the things, this whole vlog was filmed on my phone, except for like the couple of clips that I mentioned I was filming on my iPad because I was using my phone. This is filmed on the back camera of the 13 Pro, but otherwise every time I'm talking to you, it's filmed with the front facing camera, and anytime you see the world, it's the back facing camera. So if you're interested as to what the video quality of this phone is like, it's more reliable than my crappy vlog camera. So, and also easier to film stuff when it's on your phone. You can just like sneak out your phone, do a little clip here and there, and like pop it back in your pocket, and nobody thinks twice. But if I brought out a camera, it would be a little weird. So anywhoozle, thank you for coming along the ride with me. If you want to see more week in my life vlogs, especially with like grad school related things, or just like a London week when it comes to my break, anything, if you want to see any more vlogs, please let me know, because I actually kind of enjoyed this a lot more than I thought I was going to, and it was actually a lot easier to put together than I thought I was going to. So So with all that being said, before I go, thank you so much to all my top tier patrons. These are the Ethel and the Mabel tiers of my Patreon. All of my patrons from my $1 tier all the way up to my $10 tier support this channel monetarily, which is so kind and amazing, and it helps me continue to grow as a creator. So if you want to be a part of the Patreon squad, patreon.com/Annelies. Thank you so much to all my patrons of past, present, and future. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, like this video if you liked it, and comment down below if there's anything specific that you want to see from me, because I love hearing y'all's input. But that is it for me. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day. Thanks for hanging out with me over this last week, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!